Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the cost of having low self-confidence. When we doubt our decisions and we don't trust ourselves to do what's best for us and we're constantly going to other people, we are actually costing ourselves a lot. Today we're going to be talking about what we're costing ourselves and how you can start fixing that right away. Welcome to another episode of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I am your host, Melissa Oatman from melissaoatman.com. If you're new here today, I want to welcome you. If you are returning, welcome back. So, low self-confidence, having difficulty making decisions. This is something that a lot of clients come to me about. They always say to me, well, I can't hear my intuition. I don't get guidance like everyone else says that they do. And so I don't know what to do. I'm always doubting myself. I'm always asking other people for advice. And then I end up kicking myself later because I knew what to do all along. I just didn't trust it. So I went to someone else. They gave me the wrong advice. I followed that, and it cost me a lot of things. Trust me, I know exactly how you feel because this used to be me. I used to do this to myself all the time. I would ask myself a question. I'll give you an example. I wanted to work with a coach one time. It was a former mentor of mine, and I asked myself, should I spend all of this money? Because it wasn't a little amount of money. It was a lot of money. Should I spend this money, and will I receive my return on investment? And the answer that I got when I asked myself this question was no. No, you should not. But after talking with this mentor, she was so excited about her program and really thought that this was going to be a good fit for me. And I was going to see so much return on my investment. And I was going to have all this support, all of these things. So I went with it because I thought, well, she's successful and she knows what she's doing, obviously. So I should trust her. I went against everything. Everything in my body said, don't do this. I did the thing where I asked myself, is this something that would be beneficial for me? What do I need to know about this? And I had that internal guidance. For me, it's like a feeling in my chest, a heaviness, like I have a hard time breathing, which for me is what stress feels like. When I'm stressed, that's where I feel it, in my chest. And this is where I felt it when I asked myself this question, should I work with this person? What I got was no. You're not going to receive the return on investment. And I was right. I did not. She did not follow through with any of the things that she said. Her whole program, it started off as one thing and completely shifted into something different that I did not sign up for. And it started going in this completely different direction. And all of the things that were promised, like maybe one thing happened. So I did not listen to my intuition. I'm still paying for this coaching program that I don't even use anymore because it is not even anything that's helping me. So I paid a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money, time, because I invested a couple of months at first into this program. And then when things stopped happening, I shifted away from it. But I invested time, I invested money, and I also was frustrated because I was resentful at this person for not following through with what she promised. And I was resentful at myself because I thought, why did you do this? You totally ignored your intuition. And now look where you are. You're frustrated. You're not happy with the results. Why did you do this to yourself? And it all boils down to the fact that I did not listen to my own inner guidance and my own intuition. And the reason that I didn't do that is because at the time, I was still struggling and dealing with issues of self-love. Our confidence in our own abilities absolutely comes from a place of loving ourselves. When we love ourselves and we trust ourselves, they kind of goes hand in hand. When we love ourselves and we trust ourselves, we trust our intuition. We trust the decisions that we make. And what I see so often out there are people who are not trusting their intuition at all. They'll even tell me, well, I thought that I should do this, and then I did the opposite. That is you fighting your own instincts. We all were born with intuition. We all have this internal GPS. It was given to us for a reason. We're supposed to be listening to it. And somehow, somewhere, some way, we have gone in a completely different direction and we've totally ignored the intuition. And instead, we're listening to all the noise that's out there. We're listening to everyone else telling us how we should think, what we should do, how we should behave. And we're completely going against what we're here to do. And for many of us, that's costing us a lot of things. It's costing us time. It's costing us money. We're not aligned on our purpose. We're making the wrong career choices. We're getting into the wrong relationships. We're doing all of these things. When things are lined up, it feels right and it feels good. Why? Because you are on your path and you're aligned with what your higher self knows you came here to do. When we're not on our path, we struggle. It makes things so much harder. We're making things harder than it has to be, and it's all about the fact that we're out of alignment. We are making our decisions based on fear, not love. And fear will cause us to do all kinds of crazy, silly things. Self-sabotage in all kinds of ways. When we learn to listen to our intuition and to trust it, we start making decisions that align with why we're here. These decisions feel good. It makes things flow, and it makes life a lot easier for us. And we can start to see things lining up. You'll see synchronicities, knowing I'm on the right path. I've chosen the right thing. And a lot of people are doing the right thing, but they're still doubting themselves. Like, am I? And they're just not trusting themselves. Many people are very in sync with their intuition, and they are making the right decisions, but they still have that lingering doubt all of the time. And some people just have no clue how to even start listening to their intuition because they're so far off the path. And you may fall somewhere either on one end of the spectrum or the other, or somewhere in the middle, and that's okay. But I'm here to tell you that the reason we're so disconnected from our intuition is because we have somehow told ourselves that we're not smart enough, we're not good enough, we don't know what's best for us because we just don't have the capacity to think for ourselves. Again, it goes back to this feeling of not feeling like we have enough, we're not smart enough, we're not capable, we're not talented, and all of those things come back to self-love. It all begins and ends with self-love. You don't have to believe me, but it's absolutely true. When we don't love ourselves, that is when we create a mess because we start going to everyone else for advice. What should I do? How should I do this? And I will tell you this over and over again. When other people give you advice, they mean well, but they're not necessarily giving you advice that's for your best interest. Some people give us advice because they want to try to control what we do because that serves them best. And some people will give you advice thinking that they have your best interest at heart. The problem is they don't have to live with the consequences of the decisions you make. So they may tell you to pick this career. Hey, you'd be a perfect fit for this. Isn't this what you want to do with your life? And then, and you see this all the time, I have to say, parents do this all the time to their kids, and they are very well-intentioned. But sometimes they will guide their kids to either the career they did themselves or to a career where they think they're going to make a lot of money and be successful, and that's going to bring them happiness if they're making a lot of money. But I've talked to several people. I've interviewed people who've come on my show and said, hey, I was a high-powered attorney, or I was in the corporate world and I was making all kinds of money hand over fist. Guess what? It didn't make them happy because money isn't the thing that's going to make you happy. Sure, money makes us comfortable and material things make us comfortable, and that's great. It's not bad to want money or to be comfortable, but you also will be so uncomfortable if you are in the wrong career path because you're not going to feel fulfilled. It's going to feel very draining to you because our souls know where we're supposed to be and what path we're supposed to be on. And if you're not on the right career path, you haven't chosen the right relationship, you may be comfortable financially and materially, but you're going to be so uncomfortable in your own skin because you're going to know this is not right. Your soul feels when something is not right, and you know that. When you meet people who are low vibrational, sometimes you get that your hair on your arms stand up or the hair on the back of your neck, or you just get this feeling. Like some people get nauseous when they're around people who are low vibrational. There's always a red flag. But what happens to many of us is we ignore it. It's the same thing when you get into jobs that you don't like. You feel it, you know it isn't right, but you think it's too much work to switch now. It's too late to switch now. And I'm here to tell you it's never too late. But that's what ignoring our intuition does. When we don't listen to our own intuition and we start listening to everyone else, we start failing to pick things, to make decisions that are best for us and are for our highest good. And some people say, I really want guidance, but I just don't get it. You are getting guidance. It's that you're not trusting the guidance that you're being given. And it's like anything else. It takes practice sometimes to really work with your higher self and to ask yourself, show me the way. Should I do this or should I do that? And then receiving the answers. That sometimes does take practice. And I've worked with other coaches who help me really hone into how to do that. And that's sometimes what I do with other people when I work with clients. Sometimes that's what we work on. We work on tapping into their intuition and learning how to get those gut feelings and to listen to them. Is this a yes or a no? I've talked before about how you can do that. You can ask yourself yes or no questions and feel what that feels like in your body. If you say yes to yourself over and over again, like this is a good thing for me, where do I feel that in my body? For me, it's in my stomach as butterflies in my stomach. Or say no to yourself over and over again. No. Where do you feel that in your body? For me, that's my chest. Like it feels stressful, like I have a hard time breathing, and like there's tightness in my chest. That's a no for me. And then I can ask myself yes or no questions and get the answers to that. And they're never wrong. Never. Now, sometimes I haven't listened and I've done the opposite. I got the answer that I didn't think I wanted, so I went with the opposite. And then that's when I ran into trouble and found out, I didn't make the right decision. Like when I signed up for that coaching program, I made the wrong decision because I didn't get out of it what I put into it. And that's a lesson, unfortunately. That's a hard, tough life lesson. But one that I am learning is that I really need to trust myself because I do know what's best for me. Even though before I used to tell myself, you don't know what to do. You don't have what it takes to make those kinds of decisions. Now I trust myself. And if I have an opportunity for something, I sit down and I do a lot of inner work. Like I do some inner work with my intuition and asking myself questions and asking if this is going to be a good opportunity and is there anything that I need to know? And I get all of this guidance and I've learned to trust it because it has never steered me wrong. So if you are in a place where you're dealing with all of this doubt or maybe feeling like I don't get anything from my intuition or I don't hear it or I don't know what to do, then it's probably an issue of needing to work on your self-love. The good news is you absolutely can do it. I will say this. It took me working with someone to really strengthen my own abilities and to increase my self-love. I did a lot of stuff on my own, but there became a point when I knew that I was getting stuck because it was too difficult to do this on my own. I was trying to look all over the internet for tools and resources and things that would help me increase my self-love. And I was spending money here and there and everywhere. And yes, it helped me. But what helped me the most was working with a coach who had all the tools at her disposal. And this was a different coach who had everything right there and who was able to help me and say, this is what you need to be doing. That is what really helped me. And it took me to a whole new level of self-love where when people, it feels like they're talking about me and they're saying things, I don't care anymore. I don't care. And not because I don't like people or whatever. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with I am confident in who I am. If someone doesn't like me, that's not my problem. That's where I am. And it's a really cool place to be, but it's kind of a hard place to get to, especially if you're trying to do it on your own. because I had to go through all of these old stories from my childhood and from past lives, and I had to get rid of them so that I could start building that self-love. I had so much to clear away. There was so much trauma from my childhood, from past lives, things I didn't even know were there that I had to clear away before I could actually start building my self-love and really, really working on that. And once I did that, once I was able to clear all that old crap out, things got so much better for me. And it doesn't mean that I'm perfect and I never doubt myself. No, I'm not telling you that. But now when I have doubts, I know what to do. I have tools at my fingertips that I can use to get right back to that place of feeling confident in myself once again. And that has taken me a while. But that's what I work with my clients on. Those are some of the things we do. The good news is there is some free stuff out there that you can use to help you start working on the self-love. I created a free guided meditation for increasing feelings of self-love, and I am going to put the link for that in the show notes. You can go and click on that, and when you do, it's going to take you to the video of the guided meditation, and you can use this guided meditation, and I would watch it every night for at least a week when you're starting out to really build the self-confidence. I also have a video on my YouTube channel that it's daily affirmations for building self-love. So when you're getting ready in the morning for work, you can turn this on and just repeat these affirmations after me and really start to feel them in your soul. But honestly, the number one way to really work on self-love is to get rid of those old stories you've been telling yourself. That's one of the things we do in my 10-day intensive self-love course too. The first thing we do is look at what are the stories we've been telling ourselves and why is this keeping us stuck? Because that's what it's doing. It's keeping you stuck, or it's causing you to make decisions based on fear, and you're making the wrong decisions like I did. My fear-based decision was if I don't do this, I'm going to miss out on this opportunity and I'm going to miss out on all of these ways to make money. And all I did was blow money and not really gain a whole lot. So I made this decision based on my ego and based on fear and not based on my intuition and based on loving myself and making decisions that were right for me. When you start learning how to love yourself, your decision making becomes radically different because most of us are geared towards fear. We will let fear rule everything. And when we want to do something, we stop ourselves because it's that fear. Like, what if I invest money in this and it doesn't work out? That's what we'll tell ourselves. But when you trust your intuition and ask yourself, is this going to benefit me? And the answer is yes, then you know you can trust that. The number one thing people have said to me after working with me is, I don't know why I waited so long to do this. This has helped me so much, and I don't know why I waited so long and got so stuck. And I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. We all do that. We all will stay stuck because we're afraid to invest in ourselves. You're the best investment you can ever make. Getting yourself to a place where you love yourself and are confident in yourself and are confident in the decisions you're making for yourself is a place of truly feeling happy and at peace and appreciative for everything you have, because you know you're never going to fail yourself. You're always going to do what's best for you if you're trusting your intuition, because your intuition's not going to tell you to do something that's going to tear you apart and leave you broke and unhappy. Like, it's never going to do that. It's always going to be what's for your highest good. And we just got to learn to clear away those old stories that are telling us you can't trust yourself. You're not good enough. You always make the wrong decisions. You make a mess of your life. You got to stop telling yourself that. You've got to clear away those old stories so you can start telling yourself new ones, better stories, stories that go, you always make the right decision. You always do what's best for yourself and for others. You are so intelligent. You're always going to make the right choices. When we start clearing all the old junk, all the old layers of stories away, we can start building those new, better, positive stories, and we can increase our self-confidence, and we can increase the trust that we have that we are always going to do what's best for ourselves. And you deserve that, and you deserve to be happy. So go into the show notes, click on the guided meditation, and do yourself a favor. Start listening to that. Download it and start listening to it every day. Do those affirmations. I have so many free tools for you that you can use. And if you really want to dig in, my 10-day intensive self-love course is a great place to start, and it's only $20, and the course is yours to keep forever, and you don't have to do it in 10 days. It's just 10 lessons for you and tools for you to use to increase your self-love. You can buy it, and when you purchase it, it's yours to keep forever. So if it takes you a year to go through it, that's fine. It's yours. You have no timetable. It doesn't expire. You can work on it, and you can go back on and do the lessons all over again to keep improving your self-love. Or if you want to go even deeper, you can book a free discovery call with me. It's absolutely free. We'll jump on a Zoom call, and you can tell me what it is you're hoping to do, and I will give you the best options for you, both within your budget and with what you're looking to do in your life. You will never regret investing in yourself. I promise you that, as long as you're working with the right person. And it doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be me. But I would highly encourage you to find the right person to work with to help you build your self-confidence so that you can start making decisions that are not going to waste your time, your money, or cause you to feel frustrated because you're constantly doing the wrong thing, right? Making the wrong decision. Here I go again. I did the wrong thing. You're not going to do that. Instead, you're going to say, I feel confident in the choices that I make for me and for my family, and I know that I'm making the right decisions and everything's working out perfectly. There feels, when you say that, when you can say that and truly feel it and believe it, it gives you such a sense of peace in your soul. Like, I know I'm making the right decisions and I trust in the decisions I'm making. It feels good to be able to say that and to actually mean it. And when you start building your self-love, that's exactly what you're going to be able to do. So download that free guided meditation. It's free. It's absolutely free to you. I've created these free tools because I want to help you. I want to help you find your sense of peace and confidence and love for yourself in an easier and better way than I did it. I spent so much money, time, and energy. I don't want you to have to do that. I don't want you to have to search everywhere. It's right there for you. Download that free guided meditation. Go to my YouTube channel and look for other tools there that can help you, like those daily affirmations. It's all there for you because I want to see you live your absolute best life. I want to help you heal. That's why I'm here. That's my mission, is to help people understand that you can come from a life filled with trauma. I came from a childhood and an early adulthood that was littered with trauma. And I was able to heal that and to come out on the other side of that, having learned a lot of really valuable lessons, having grown as a person, and now being more confident in myself because I know how strong I am. I know that I was able to get through all of that and be better. And you're going to be able to too. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And I want to be your biggest cheerleader. I want to help you. And I want you to live your best life because you deserve to. You did not come here to be broke. You didn't come here to be sick. You did not come here to be stressed out all of the time and feel like life is just you on a hamster wheel living the same day over and over again. That's not why you're here. And I'm here to show you how you can do things differently, how you can live a better life, live your absolute best life, one that's a life where you're abundant and happy and doing things that bring passion into your lives, not where you feel like, I can't believe this is my life. I wake up, I go to work, I pay my bills, I go back to bed, I wake up and repeat. That's not living life. That's surviving life. And you shouldn't be in survival mode. Survival mode is no way to live, but many of us have just gone to autopilot, and that's what we're doing. We're just surviving instead of living. And I hope that you're living your absolute best life. But if you're not, it's time. It is more than time for you to stop what you're doing. Stop doing the same things over and over and over again. Get off that hamster wheel. Open up your eyes. Wake up. There's a whole world of possibilities open to you if you just take a chance. Invest in yourself. Start living. And don't wait another moment to do it. You are worth absolutely the best in life. So go get it. Go get it. All right, guys. Well, I wanted to pull a card for you today, and today I used my deck, Divine Whispers, which is still available on my website. If you would like to order your own deck, you can go there on the offerings page and order your own copy of Divine Whispers. The card that came out today is Your Health is Important. You know, self-love plays a lot into this because when we don't love ourselves, our energy is very low. When you have low energy, your immune system is very much compromised, and that can cause you to become physically sick and also emotionally sick. A lot of people suffer from things like depression when they have low self-esteem. So your health is important. The universe is asking you to pay attention to your health right now. Are you taking care of your body? Your body is a temple and it needs to be maintained. Make sure that you're eating properly, staying hydrated, and getting some exercise. Your body talks to you when things aren't working properly. If you've been feeling really off, then you may need to seek some medical attention. Don't ignore the signs your body is trying to give you. It's time to start taking better care of yourself today. Self-care is so super important. Your body will tell you when you're not getting enough sleep, or you're not drinking enough water, or you're not getting enough exercise, or you're not laughing enough. That's another thing. We need to be doing things that actually feed our soul. So if you need to be around people who make you feel better, do that. Do what is making you feel better. There is a mantra that goes with this card. It says, "My body moves me every day through life. Perfect health exists in my body." All right, guys, I hope that you are feeling well and that you are healthy. If not, make sure you're taking care of yourselves. You are the best investment you will ever make, so make sure that you are doing things that fuel your own happiness, your own health, all those things. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day. And remember, if you like this podcast, please subscribe. Please leave a positive review from wherever you're listening. If you just leave me some stars on iTunes, that helps other people find my podcast, which actually helps me in my mission to help as many people heal as possible. So thank you to all of you that do that or share my podcast with others. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here for every episode. Also, if you want to work with me, you can go to my website, melissaoatman.com. You can book a free discovery call there to see how I might best serve you, or you can purchase your own session with me from the offerings page. And when you purchase your session, simply reach out to me either through email, through Facebook, or you can text me or call me and we can schedule your session. Also, if you follow me on social media, I go live Mondays on Facebook at 6:30 Central, where I do a free card reading. If you show up for the live, I'll pull a card especially for you, and you can always watch the replay as well. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day today from wherever you're listening. I am sending you so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.